Hey everybody, Bailey's Homestead here. Any ideas what we're working on today? Well, we are making a spot right here for firewood. Because our tarp is so long, we can stack a cord of wood right there on those pallets, and I've got room behind there for another cord, and we have plenty of tarp to cover it. Our hay is staying dry. With all the rain that we've had, we don't have any puddling going on. And I'm gonna get this covered back up. We just gave Dakota some hay. Well, before we get started on all that, let me run up here and show you the progress we made yesterday, because due to only being able to record so much and having to upload and all that, I wasn't able to get any of that recorded. I am planning on working on some more of that today, but I'll show you the progress. We also, have you seen the post that I made? We got a line ran across the driveway. Turkey having a fit. It's still a muddy, mucky mess, but it is a sunny, beautiful day today. You can see the girls are back over here. Now guys, we got a lot cut down, chopped down. All these bushes that I showed you in the previous video were cut down by hand. I dropped a lot of trees yesterday as well, because right in here is where we're going to start burning again. I'm going to be dropping that guy and these guys up here, and of course we're working our way that way, but this will be a nice clear area to burn in versus what we have now. It's just entirely too close to the property line, and the wind always carries it toward that property line, and we want to get away from there. When I'm walking down here to show you the boys, I was taking the loppers here and kind of aiding them. Right here's where one was. The boys absolutely had a blast pulling that out. That was this one here, right there on top. They were on that thing. I wish I would have recorded it, because they were on it. I mean, just everything they could give, rocking that thing back and forth, trying to get it up. But all the rain, if I would have known they were going to come up this easy, I would have just pulled a lot of them out probably. But they're not very deep root systems, so they're coming out pretty easy. Now once it dries up, that'll probably change, but I was using the loppers to kind of cut the roots, and once they got them worked up, there was, you know, that one root that didn't want to let go. I just cut them off. So we went from chopping everything down to they were having a blast pulling that up by the roots. But this big guy here, I want to lay it down, but I'm afraid I may end up hitting my fence. I'm almost sure of it. I am going to try to notch it and try to get it to go that way, but I'm afraid it's going to end up going this way, and the fence is literally right there. That would actually give quite a bit of firewood if we could get that monster took down. That one there is going to give us quite a bit of firewood as well. Anybody that knows firewood, you're not going to get a whole lot out of a tree anyway, but it's going to be a whole lot more than a little guy like this. I'll put it that way. We got a lot of these smaller ones cut down. I can get them cut up for firewood as well. I already dropped one so far. I've been able to get these to drop pretty much right where I want them to go. I didn't get that stump cut as level as I would like to have, but it's working. We're going to get quite a bit of firewood out of this. Now the cedars, I'm just cutting them up in more manageable lengths. We would be able to just stick these in our stove and burn them up, and I'm okay with that. But anybody that knows cedar, it's full of oil. It pops and it burns hot, it burns fast. So we're going to end up with a lot of cedar. I don't think we're going to run all of it through the furnace. So I've been using a notching method that I'm sure has been around for a while, but it was new to me. And it's where you cut, instead of just cutting your typical wedge, you cut kind of like a V out. And it has been working absolutely fantastic. I'm loving it. And that one I got a little bit more of a angle on than I think what I needed, but it worked fantastic. It went right pretty much where I wanted it. I would have liked it to have been over a little bit further, but we're going to have a decent solid brush pile here regardless. So I've got to finish cutting it up. What happened was I was out here doing this and you know, cutting away, and well, the boys come up to me and said the pig got out. So I had to stop what I was doing, and we had to make up something for Mr. Pig over here because he's not happy. He's by himself, but he was absolutely stressing Mama out. And for some reason we have chickens in there that shouldn't be in there. We need to open this back up. We're gonna have to wire this shut or open here. But this is what we've got for now for this guy. We wanted him to have some space, but we wanted to get him out of the emu because this fencing is not made to hold pigs. It's just not. So we got what panels we had. We have a panel, and then I cut off a piece from the barn that was not needed and added to it. So we gave him a decent little area here, and then he's got that. I'm planning on putting a roof on that because, as you can see, we have two parts of the roof that are going to run right down into there. So I am planning on getting something done with that. But today's plan is to get that firewood spot taken care of because we do have wood being delivered. Supposed to be today. So that is a priority, getting it done so they can drop it off. We can get it stacked, we can get it covered, and we'll have dry wood, seasoned wood, instead of burning all this green stuff. So anyway, that's what we're doing today. I showed in a previous video we moved our female pig over. Unfortunately, she got pregnant, and we're trying to get ready for that. So she is now in a stall in the barn that we made up, and we're planning on getting several bales of straw, if we can find it, to make bedding for all of the animals again. We were using the wood shavings in the chicken coop, but I think we're going to go back to straw for the bedding. and just use the shavings for the floor in there. The shavings just don't stay in the nesting boxes near as good as the straw or hay. I've never had any problems of weird stuff happening putting hay in there, just for bedding. I never put it in there in a thick bedding across the floor. It was just the nesting boxes, and they kick it out so much that it doesn't sit there and draw moisture and all that jazz. But we're going to be putting a hot wire up, and we dug about a 4-inch ditch across here to bear the extension cord, because I've got to get power down here to run the hot wire box, and it's going to go all the way around all of this, so they will stay out of the hay, and we can control it, because if not, they will get into it and they will ruin every single bale, and we will run out of hay. So we've got to keep it under control, and right now that's the best way we can do that. You may be wondering, why don't I use all this nice lumber we've got to build a structure to put hay in? Well, the issue with that is I'm waiting to tear that down. So metal is not cheap, and I have quite a bit sitting right here that I could use. We have some things stored in there, so I can't just go tearing it down yet. But that's the thing. I don't have metal for sides. I don't have metal for roofing. I don't have the shingles to do that kind of thing. I've probably got enough shingles to do a small patch on the roof, and I think I have enough to shingle the front porch as well. But anyway, that being said, guys, we're just making do right now. This is working, and that's what we're going to go with. One of these days, hopefully we can get a good structure in here to store hay in. We are discussing getting a shipping container brought in right here, so that we can move storage out of the garage into it, and then we'll be able to utilize the garage as a garage, as a shop, as a workshop. I can get in there and do some woodworking stuff. I can get in there and work on machinery, or our vehicles, things like that. And if I get something the right size, I can probably park it in there and store it. So I'm probably not going to videotape a whole lot of making the firewood stand. I'm literally just putting some 4x4s in, cutting some boards to go across, instead of driving T-post, because I would need 8 T-posts per cord of wood, and I just don't have 8 T-posts to spare. So she is doing good. The chickens like to come in here because it's one of the driest spots around here, and they take a dust bath. But the girls are using this. They've been in there a few times. I don't know if just getting out of the sun or getting out of the wind, I don't know. But they've been using it. So the pig is not affecting that at all. And that is also the reason why we put him on the other side of the house right now, until we can get some more panels and things to make a decent pen for him. I don't want to take up any more of the barn, because the horses need to be able to get in there for shelter. And if I was to make another pen in there, we would have less than half of that available for the horses, and they're both not going to fit in there and get in there far enough to get out of any kind of rain or anything like that. So with that being said, he's over there in that for now. Once we can get this stuff cleaned up, I'm thinking about right here in the front, I may go ahead and make another pig pen here, because we do have the wall closed in underneath there, so they wouldn't be able to get out. Now, I'm not saying they couldn't push on some of them blocks and maybe get them to move, but I just don't see the need for that. They get taken care of, so I don't think they would have to get through there, because everybody's pretty much fed at the same time. So they shouldn't have a need to get through to another pen for, as far as hunger or thirst is concerned. Maybe just out of sheer boredom, but anyway, we're working on it, guys. I got to find some place to put this stuff to get it cleaned up, but we're working on it. I might be able to store some of it up in the attic up here, but there's not a whole lot of room up there. But I might be able to put some stuff up there if I can finish bringing that drywall down, or sheetrock, whatever you want to call it. I'm not politically correct, and don't care to be. There's just not a whole lot of space up there for storage. So, that being said, if I could get a shipping container in here and build some shelves, some of that would disappear anyway. And I could actually build a rack in there to stack it on, or I would have space on the right side of the garage where I could stack it. I could make a nice rack on the right hand side here and still have plenty of room to get something in and out of the garage. Either way, I got to find some place to put it. So anyway, this is the project. We're planning on having them dump it right here, and we will stack it there. I don't think they're going to deliver it and stack it, but they are going to deliver it, which is awesome. Awesome. I did not have to go get it. So feeding and watering's already been done. Like I said, my daughter had an appointment on the kind of like a Zoom thing, so I wasn't able to record this morning, but I did go ahead and get all the materials done, drug down here, and I'm hoping that's enough. I'm just going to put 4x4s on each corner, and then I'm going to go this way with boards. That way we have a wall on each end, and then I can continue off of that when we add more. So I'm going to cut these down right here to go this way, and I think the dog knocked my screws over. There's going to be a 4x4, 4x4, and then we're going to run this way, and then probably at the top of the 4x4s I'll probably run a board, well, hello, for stabilization, and then I may run maybe some diagonals or something. I don't know, I'll figure it out, but we'll add some kind of support so we don't have that the weight pushing the walls out. But that way, when I add on to this, I can just butt right up against right here and run that way, and then I can do 2 more 4x4s with a wall, and then I only have to build 1 more wall because we can use this one. So these are a little over 2 foot each, and a little bit, just a couple inches longer than 8 foot long. So we should be able to get a cord of wood stacked on there easy. And I have a few more of these that I can add to this, and have plenty of hay storage and or wood storage. I'm looking at the hay. But anyway, that's the plan. Sounds like the neighbors are working on some stuff today too. So that's awesome. I won't be the only one out here making noise. But they're doing good. I don't know what they're doing. They're coming back up here. I think they're going back to the hay, to be honest. But yeah, that hay is pretty dusty, so it's not molded. It's just dry, and it's got a lot of dust. But it's good looking hay. They're loving it. Dakota is eating every last piece of his now. Not sure what the deal was right off the bat there at first, but he is eating it now. And Freya, leave him be. They're loving it, guys. They are just eating it away. So hopefully grass will start coming in here in the next couple of months, and we won't have to hay them as much. But that will be determined at a later point. Right now we got to hay them, and we are happy for that. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do a whole lot with the plumbing yet. It'll probably be Wednesday before we can do that. Gotta wait for that paycheck. So we will get the plumbing, and hopefully I can take you on that adventure. I'm not sure how easy that's going to be to record and be under the house, but I'll see what I can get for you guys. If I cannot record, decide not to record that, I will at least try to get some photos so I can post it in the community section. So if you go over there, hit that community tab, you'll see a lot of the posts that I make if you're not seeing them already. So I just thank you for watching. I wanted to show you the progress and what we were doing, and that's the plan. So if you want to see future content, just hit that subscribe button, change that notification bell so you don't miss out on a thing. And don't forget to hit that like button, guys. That is important, and it doesn't cost anything. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Have a blessed day.